I'm here at the Peddler's Daughter in Haverhill with owner Michael Connolly. It's so warm and friendly in here. Is this like a typical Irish pub?
I think it is, yeah. It's kind of what I grew up with, and that's why when we designed this, we made it like somewhere that I'd go into in Ireland, This is the first one, yeah. We'll be here 15 years this April.
You have a great Irish food. Now, how would you describe your menu? Is it totally Irish? Is it?
Not really, no. We've got a lot of traditional Irish stuff here, but, like the fish and chips and stuff like that. But then, as well as, we've got the Americanized dishes like chicken wings. We've got nachos, we put our own twist on, and we've got burgers, of course, as well.
Well, let's talk about the nachos here. They're a little bit different. So tell me what's in there.
We make our own homemade potato chips, and we cook those off first, and then we top them with some cheddar cheese, onions, tomatoes, a little bit of bacon, and top them with sour cream and scallions. So it's a take on the American nacho, but using a product that was dear to our heart in Ireland, the potato.
That's yummy. Very good. Very good. And what is this?
This is our Scotch egg. So this came, originated in Scotland years ago, but you'll find around pubs around Ireland, especially in rural pubs and stuff like that. So it's a hard-boiled egg that is wrapped in Irish sausage, and then we bread it on the outside, and then we deep fry it, and we serve it with a very hot mustard.
That's very good. So now this is your number one seller?
That's correct. Yes, our fish and chips. Yes, from day one we wrap it in newspaper, of course, and we serve haddock with the fries, and it comes out in a nice little package. It kind of steams it when it's been brought to the table, and we serve with our own homemade ketchup and homemade tartar as well.
This ketchup is like the best ketchup I've ever had.
Yeah.
I'm like a ketchup connoisseur. I'm very fussy about my ketchup. That is delicious. It's a little bit sweet. It has a little bit of chunkiness to it.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we make that from scratch. We make about 15 gallons a week of that.
So now the fish and chips, I want to talk about that a little bit more. So it's haddock.
It's haddock we serve, yes.
So when you wrap it in the newspaper, it absorbs a little bit of the grease from the frying.
Correct.
Right? So
yeah. We have obviously parchment paper underneath it.
And I know that newspaper now is printed with like vegetable ink and everything. So
that's correct.
You don't have to worry about getting poisoned.
No, we don't. No, and then we've got obviously we've got the parchment paper on the inside and stuff. So yeah.
Now in front of you, that is one big sandwich.
Yes, this is our corned beef sandwich. Everything is made from scratch here. So we buy the corned beef raw, we brine it, and then we cook it for about 6 hours, and then we serve it with Texas toast, and we have duo mustards each side of it, and it's topped with Swiss cheese. So some's warm, and it's a very hearty sandwich, but it melts in your mouth.
Yeah. So because you brine it yourself, what makes that different?
We've known how long to brine it for, as well as that, and to tenderize the corned beef. So this corned beef just falls apart.
Now you have a lot of Irish beer here.
We do, yes, yeah, we do. We have Guinness, Smithwick's, Harp, obviously. Then we got Magners, and then all the local brews as well. They're the four staple Irish drinks, and then we got all the local brews, micro brews as well.
So now, what makes Irish beer different, say Guinness, than just American beer?
Well, if you go back to Guinness, Guinness is one of the oldest beers in the world, and it's been brewed there since 1759, and it's got its own unique recipe. Nobody else can copy Guinness, and it's the way it cascades when you pour it. The proper pint is about 3 minutes. 2 minutes and 59 seconds actually, and you've got to wait for it. You just don't pour it up straight away. So people make the mistake of pouring a Guinness improperly, and we do it very, very well here.
So what's your favorite beer?
Well, Guinness is my favorite beer actually. Yeah, I drink Guinness all the time.
And it goes well with like everything that's on the
table. It really does. It's a great beer. We cook with it. We've got a Guinness beer dinner coming up next week. We cook our shark ribs with it, and we cook our Guinness beef stew. We use the Guinness in the beef stew as well.
Nice. Now your bartender made a really great drink. It also contains Guinness?
It also contains Guinness, yes. This is our Guinness Martini.
Hi, my name's Eric. I'm one of the bartenders at the Peddler's Daughter, and I'm going to make the Guinness Martini for you right now. Start with your shaker filled with ice. We're going to use Svedka vanilla, and then we're going to use equal parts of Bailey's, Kahlua, and Frangelico. You want to give it a good shake. And we're going to top it off with Guinness. There we are. And then we finish with a little dollop of whipped cream. There you have the Guinness Martini.
So it's kind of like dessert in glass.
Kind of dessert in the glass, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Very true.
So I want to just go back to the name of the peddler's daughter.
Yeah.
So where did that come from?
It came from a woman that was in Haverhill. Her name was Maggie Klein, and she was on vaudeville back in the 1800s. And her father was from Ireland, and he was a peddler. He peddled queers of paper, iodine, ink, and you know, when she was growing up, they nicknamed her the peddler's daughter. And she was a native to Haverhill, but would ended up on vaudeville, very successful. And when I was researching the area, I found that out, and then called this place the Peddler's Daughter.
Well, that's great. So it's
Yeah.
authentic to the area.
Correct. Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, can we have a toast
Sure
to
we
the
can.
peddler's daughter?
Cheers. Good health.
Cheers.
Bannock the Fela Pádraig.
Same to you. Thank you.
I'm Marco Salerno. I'm the owner of Natticook Fish and Grill. We are at 454 Charles Bancroft Highway in Litchfield, New Hampshire, located in Funway Park. Natticook Fish and Grill we have an extensive menu to accommodate families with their children in the park, and we try to accommodate families that are trying to go out and have a nice dinner at night. That's why we have so many items on the menu. We try not to be too fancy with them to accommodate the park guests, but then again we want to have nice meals for the local families. So we try to hit all of those avenues on the menu. In the fall we're going to minimize it and have more elaborate dishes on the menu. We mainly focus on seafood, but there are 4 or 5 burgers on the menu. We have a turkey burger, we have steak tips, turkey tips, a lot of chicken dishes, some nice sauteed dishes, some nice pasta dishes. There is a wide variety of fish, but there is something for somebody that does not want fish. There's plenty of options. The seafood tagliatelle, all the pasta is homemade. We buy it from Lily's in Everett. So the pasta is excellent, 100% semolina. Scallops, shrimp, lobster, fresh pasta, Parmesan cream sauce, little lemon basil, excellent. So the pasta dishes are excellent. I highly recommend them. The Nantucket Reuben is fried haddock, some coleslaw. We make our own fancy sauce, basically like a Thousand Island with the marble rye. It's an excellent sandwich. It's now our signature dish, very popular, excellent. I highly recommend it. The fried rolls, we have a pulled pork roll, we have a steak and cheese roll, a shrimp roll, and a pizza roll. We make those daily. They're fresh, they're excellent. We wanted to have something fast for the kids and the families, and those became very popular. They're very good. I highly recommend those. The baked haddock is, we take Cape Cod potato chips, some Ritz crackers, and we use that for a crumb topping with some orange juice over rice and with asparagus. It's a very good dish. It's probably our best seller. We get our seafood, we try to get it every day, maximum 2 days. It goes fast here, so it's always coming through the door. We don't freeze anything, nothing is frozen. So, you know, the weekends are very busy. We run out of everything. So seafood is always fresh, always fresh. Fish taco is another very popular dish. Our executive chef, Maui, was in Washington for a long time and has these recipes. Avocado ranch, the pico de gallo we make, is excellent, refreshing. Haddock, shaved cabbage, some pico de gallo, some jalapeno, and avocado ranch, which we just puree some avocado into a ranch dressing. It's excellent. Yeah, the outdoor seating is under the tent. We do private parties out there as well as families that want to dine outside. We are going to make it a little better and more tables out there in the next couple of weeks because it is very busy. Yeah, it's very nice. We did a lot of renovations. We fixed the bar to accommodate the type of drink menu that we have. We have some good beers on tap. We tried to keep it fun. Michelle, our bar manager, made an excellent drink menu. We have frozen drinks, frozen everything, Oasis. The drinks are excellent. I'm very happy with it. So if you want an excellent drink, we do have a nice bar.
Hi, I'm Eric. I'm one of the bartenders here at the Natticook Fish and Grill. And the first drink we're going to be making is a French Cosmo. A little Kettle One. Pour it right in there. Some Grand Marnier. A little bit of lime juice. Not too much. Then we're going to add some sour mix. just a little bit. And some cranberry juice. And we're going to garnish that with an orange. And there's your French Cosmo. Second drink we're going to do today is one of the favorites here at the Natticook Fish and Grill. It's called the Jedi Juice. We take some Stoli Orange. That's our first ingredient. Some Malibu coconut rum. A little peach tree schnapps. Then we add a little bit of sour mix. A little cranberry juice. Mix it up. And we're going to garnish that one with a lime. And that's the Jedi Juice.
You know, I'm very happy with it. I like the casualness of it. I've been in fine dining my whole life. I like to try to put a fine dining plate in a casual atmosphere to exceed your expectations. When you come here, we are in a fun park. So, you know, some people might think it's in a fun park, but I do want it to be an excellent restaurant for local people and surrounding area to come here and have dinner with their family. I'm enjoying it a lot. We also do all the catering at Mel's. We do have a large catering company, corporate events, and we're excited. We're very happy to be here.
I am here at Nolan's Grill on Elm Street in Manchester with owner Lou Vane. Now this place is great, and you say this is just like Nolan's?
We try to make it as authentic as possible. You know, obviously we're not going to be New Orleans. We are in New Hampshire, Manchester, New Hampshire, but we try to do the best we can to make it as authentic as we can.
I love the artwork, so tell me about the artist.
Actually, I did all the artwork except for one painting. You know, I was artistic in high school and I never pursued it, but when I had the opportunity to design this place, I figured I'd start with some of the jazz classic musicians, and I got a little carried away, I think.
So the food, so what is typically Nolan's type food?
Cajun Creole food is specifically on more on the spicy side, although we are in New Hampshire, so we know not to make it as spicy as they do in the South, so we tone it down a bit. You can get we have three temperatures. We have mild hot or New Orleans hot that you can choose from. So, you know, just ask your server and they'll make it appropriately.
This is one of your appetizers, and a lot of people, I don't know if they've tried.
Alligator bites?
Yeah.
It's our #1 seller, believe it or not. Everybody says it tastes like chicken. It
Very
does.
sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Light.
Tender. We
Yeah.
marinate it.
And what's the dipping sauce?
The Cajun aioli sauce.
That's yummy. I really like it.
Thank you.
Now in front of you is another one of your appetizers.
This is a traditional crawfish boil. How it's typically done in New Orleans. First of all, they put it on a bed of newspaper.
Okay.
Crack it open like that. They suck it on the head, and they just pinch the tail and eat the tail part of it. Now you can go for the claws, but you'll be there forever.
So it's a cross between lobster and shrimp, kind of.
Right.
Yeah.
Without the salty seafood.
So people can sit and just eat like tons and tons of these, just
Pounds.
pounds and pounds.
That's how you would order it in New Orleans, just pounds of crawfish boil.
Okay, so what else do you get in that boil?
You get potatoes and you get corn.
Corn,
Like,
and that's an appetizer.
that's an appetizer.
So you finish that, and what are you going to move on to?
I would shoot for the trio because you get a flavor of everything. You can get the red beans and rice, the crawfish etouffee, and the jambalaya.
Okay, so tell me about these. So this is
That is a crawfish etouffee. It's not as spicy as most of the Cajun dishes because there's a lot of butter to it. So the butter kind of dilutes the spicy effect.
it's creamy.
It is.
Yeah, it's delicious. And the red beans.
The red beans and rice is probably going to be your spiciest, only because we dice up the andouille sausage, which is a spicy sausage, and by doing that, it exaggerates the spice.
But then you have to drink a lot of beer when you eat this, right?
Well, beer and other things.
And you carry a lot of different kind of beer here. So what are
We
you
do.
drinking?
I am actually drinking Abita, which is a Louisiana beer. But on tap we have Purple Haze, which is very popular. It's actually our #1 seller is Purple Haze.
So now the third of this combo is what is this?
Is a jambalaya, which
Jambalaya.
is andouille sausage, chicken, and shrimp. Now there's a lot of people I can get that have shrimp allergies or seafood allergies. You can get it without the shrimp. We do not pre-cook it with the shrimp. So,
We missed something on here too.
oh, the fried chicken. traditionally with the red beans and the rice, we do cook it with the fried chicken with it. With the trio, it only comes with one piece of fried chicken. With the actual order, it comes with about 3 or 4.
How can you? Well, that's a lot of food. So now this is your favorite.
My favorite is
So
the
tell
shrimp
me
Creole.
about this.
Well, red peppers, green peppers, onions, in a Creole sauce with sautéed shrimp. You can't go
That
wrong.
is
It's a little
yummy.
bit on the sweet side,
It
but
is.
it does have that hint of spice.
And what's this bread?
That is a French Creole garlic cheese bread.
So Nolan's food is really yummy.
I hope
really
so.
like it. So now you also have entertainment here every day.
Every night that we're open. We're closed on Sunday, so we don't do that. But we have a soloist guitarist on Mondays and Tuesdays. We do acoustic rock on Wednesdays. Blues night is Thursdays, and Friday and Saturdays we have the big piece, 3-piece, 4-piece, 5-piece bands on Friday and Saturday night.
And you have a really great bar too, and lots of seats. That's like it's a very big bar.
Yes. And it's filled every Friday, Saturday night.
So Ryan made a couple of great drinks. So he made you, what is this called?
A Sazerac, which
Hello, I'm Ryan from Nolan's Grill, and today we're going to make the traditional Sazerac. You start with scoop sugar, poured over ice, 3 dashes of bitters, slow and low rye whiskey. Let that marinate for a second. Take a little bit of absinthe to coat the glass, swirl it around, and we just dump that right out. Then take your concoction here, pour it in the absinthe-coated glass, garnish with twist, and there you have the traditional Sazerac.
And he made me, what is this drink called? A hot and something? Hot and
flirty.
Hot and flirty. Hot and flirty.
And now we are going to make you the hot and flirty, Nolan's original. First, we start with Tinteo, jalapeno tequila, and Gran Gala. Splash of lime juice, splash of lemonade, splash of orange. Strain into a martini glass. Then float with a raspberry, peach, Grand Marnier. And there you have the hot and flirty.
So you're open for a lunch and dinner here
Yes,
every
we
day
are.
but Sunday.
Right.
And you have specials on for lunch. And
We have half-portion entrees for half the price. We also have a $5 lunch menu.
It's a great place to bring the kids too, because you have a kid menu.
We do have a kids menu. You know, I couldn't open a restaurant without having a kids menu. My daughter's 4 and she loves pasta and butter, and that's all she loves. So
Now you also have a traditional dessert here.
yes, the beignets, basically a fried dough dipped in powdered sugar. It is messy, so but it's delicious. It's one. It's
It's yummy, so it's worth the mess.
oh yeah.
We have a toast to Nolan's.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Cheers.
Welcome to the Whining Butcher, your neighborhood market. My name is Andrew, and I'm the owner. Well, the Whining Butcher is your neighborhood market. So the idea is that it's a one-stop shop to get all your food needs, you know, that day or any day of the week. The uniqueness of the Whining Butcher really is in the quality of the products that we offer. We're not the size of any of the big box stores. We're very small, so the idea is that we're gonna hand select quality items to have in our store that are gonna fit the needs that you have on any given day. So we offer everything from fresh seafood to meat to produce to breads to prepared foods to bakery to some retail items, grocery style items, as well as a full takeout menu as well. We're a prepared food business. So we prepare foods really in a multitude of ways, whether that's raw prepared that you can take home and kind of season it yourself, do another step to it yourself and cook it, or already seasoned, marinated that you can take home and cook, all the way to prepared food, which is already cooked, that you can take home and reheat, all the way to our takeout menu, which is fully cooked and you can eat it right then and there. Our pizzas are one of the more popular things that we do out of our takeout menu. We have a brick oven pizza that's wood fired. We use hardwood wood in the oven, and we make the dough ourselves, we make the sauce ourselves. It's a very popular thing that we do. The pizza that was made for you guys today was the margherita pizza, which is a very popular pizza. It's got fresh mozzarella on it and garlic and a bunch of other fresh things on it, and it's really good. My favorite pizza, all-time favorite, is still, you know, the pepperoni pizza, which again, we use, you know, our dough, our sauce, but we use Boar's Head slicing pepperoni. But my next favorite is the Butcher's Blend, which is basically, we kind of throw the whole meat department at it. Everything from our steak tips to sausage to bacon to pepperoni on it. The concept is for us to kind of help the customer out where they want help. So if they come in and they grab, you know, some meat, we're able to suggest other things they might like with that, whether it be a great bottle of wine, some artisan bread, you know, even a dessert or even a side dish of broccoli salad or something. We have a full kitchen that does pretty much all the prepared foods here, most of the bakery items, as well as the full takeout menu. So whether it's our cold processing room that's, you know, producing our world famous marinated meats, or our stuffed chicken breasts, or it's our kitchen that's producing, you know, the brick oven pizzas or the prepared foods or our cheesecakes. Whatever time of the year, whether it's holiday season and a customer wants a suggestion on a way to cook it so it comes out, you know, perfect, or whether they're just cooking a steak, you know, because they're home alone and they want to just eat a good meal at home, we'll give them a good way to cook it, either, you know, with whatever cooking equipment they have. So we have a lot of customers that come in and say, hey, I'm not going to fire up my grill right now. Can you tell us how to cook it on the stove or in the oven? So we'll give you multiple ways of how to cook things, you know, in the oven, on the grill, you know, anyway. My favorite cut of steak is the Delmonico, which is a boneless ribeye. What I like about the steak is it has the right amount of fat, which is flavor, to meat ratio, and I love cooking it over hardwood charcoal. You get a lot of customers that come in that basically they're grabbing things from all areas of our store. So they'll come in and they'll grab a bunch of asparagus, they'll grab a great steak, they'll grab a piece of ciabatta bread, they'll grab a great bottle of wine, you know, maybe even some cheese to go with it, some prepared foods as side dishes, and then finish it off with one of our great desserts.
Balducci's with Derek Sargent in Salem, and I love your restaurant.
Thank you.
Tell us where you're located in Salem.
We're located right on Route 28, next to the State Liquor Store.
How long have you been cooking?
I first started back in 1995. I opened my first pizzeria up in Londonderry, New Hampshire. I owned and operated that for 7 years, and I took a break for a few years in between. Balducci's was founded back in June of 2010, and we've been cranking ever since.
Yeah. So now what makes Balducci's a little bit different? What's different about your pizza?
Balducci's pizza is very different because we use a traditional wood-fired brick oven. Most places that advertise that they use a brick oven, they typically use a gas-fired oven.
Your pizza I would describe as gourmet. It's not your run-of-the-mill pizza, it's definitely gourmet. You put a lot of love and the ingredients are like the best that you can get.
Our product comes in and everything is fresh. We use fresh organic chicken breasts. The steak I hand pick at market in Boston. The produce is all natural. Everything is produced here. We caramelize our own onions. We marinate our own chicken wings and roast them in the wood-fired ovens. Our wings are a signature part of our menu. They have been since day one. We started off with just our lemon and rosemary wings, topped with caramelized onions. From there, people were just asking for more variety. So we've added flavors over the years. We use our signature marinade, and it's coated with garlic and Parmesan, and they're fantastic. We use 100% wood. We don't use any gas. And the big difference is in the flavor. It's as if there was an ingredient or a spice or something that's put into each and every item on the menu that you just can't duplicate in another oven. It produces a smoky flavor, and it's very, very unique. And someone could take my recipes and try to duplicate them in a different style oven, and it would taste completely different.
Now you make your own dough from scratch here
Yep.
daily. And your sauce is made in-house?
Yes.
Everything's made in-house?
Everything is made in-house. On occasion, I have people that question why we're a little pricier than the average pizzeria in town. And it's simple. It's because, not only because the product, the base product itself, costs a lot more money because it's a much higher quality ingredient and caliber, but it's also because of the labor that goes into it. Again, we don't have product that comes in pre-made. Everything is made from scratch. Just to caramelize a tray of onions, it'll take 2 hours. On a busy Friday night, they'll be gone in 15, 20 minutes.
So now let's talk about the pizza. Now what kind of pizza do I have in front of me?
That is our traditional margarita pizza, which is made with a fresh red sauce, pomodoro sauce, fresh garlic. We use hand-sliced mozzarella, and then we top it with fresh basil when it comes out of the oven. And it's the most basic and classic of all pizzas, but it's also one of our most popular, just because you can taste each individual ingredient. You can taste the garlic, you can taste the basil, the cheese, the sauce, the crust. This has been on our menu since day one. It's called the Spinetta pizza. It's made with a red sauce with mozzarella. Again, we use the fresh garlic. We use fresh baby spinach, feta cheese, portobello mushrooms that we slice and wash and cut in-house and roast in olive oil in the wood-fired ovens. Again, with the caramelized onions, and it's finished with a little bit of Parmesan cheese on top. And that, again, is also one of our most popular pizzas.
What's really great about having your ovens back there is that you can caramelize your onions in there, you can cook your mushrooms in there, it just can add so much more flavor to the pizza.
Exactly.
That's really great. Now you cooked a pizza for us back there. What did you make for us back there?
That was a chicken suprema. We start off with our red sauce, garlic, our homemade roasted chicken breast, caramelized onions, zucchini, and then we finish it with goat cheese, which is sweet, and it adds that that contrast of flavor with the garlic and the goat cheese and the caramelized onions.
So you also have beer and wine here, so when you come in you can have some great wine. Tell us a little bit about your wine.
It's a blended wine, which is a blend of Cabernet, Merlot, and Sangiovese with hints of vanilla and white oak.
Now, something a little bit different too about your chicken Parmesan is that it's done in your oven.
We don't deep fry anything. So the chicken comes in, we bread it, we bake it in the oven, and it comes out phenomenal. I don't pound the cutlet out. I leave it thick,
so
that way it retains. It's very juicy. It retains the moisture and the flavor. And again, it's very hearty and it's very filling. You get a lot of food for your money.
Great. Well, Derek, thank you so much. Your food is great. Your pizza's great. You're great. People, you have to head out to Balducci's here in Salem for some fantastic over-the-top pizza. Toast to Balducci's.
Shindan.